So my name's Dean McShane. I'm a mental health nurse, a senior lecturer, and I am also one of the directors for Merseyside Dementia-Friendly Radio. So dementia is just an umbrella term. So just like we have the term cancer and we've got hundreds of types of cancer, dementia is just an umbrella term and we've got hundreds of types of dementia. So in the UK, the two most common types that we have are Alzheimer's disease and vascular dementia. We have lots of other types of dementia, which are maybe what we call rare dementias. But as I say, in terms of what is dementia, it's just that umbrella term for a whole lot of these conditions. And dementia is caused by diseases of the brain. So just like we have liver disease and kidney disease, it's exactly the same. It's where disease affects the brain, and that's where dementia comes from. The impact of them being well or in a better mood or less agitated or distressed helps with the likes of their nutrition. We also know if we're not anxious as well, we might remember to go to the bathroom, we're less likely to trip and fall, all of these other hazards that are often associated with dementia. And that's the power of music, because if you can have something as good as music that puts people in a place of familiarity, reduces that distress, it has all of these other repercussions as well.
My name's Roger Phillips, worked in radio for 40 years, retired about 5 years ago, heard about this, Merseyside Dementia-Friendly Radio, seemed like a really, really good idea. Never heard of any dementia-friendly radios before, thought that'd be fun to do, so got in touch with Nat, and here I am, do a weekly show, an hour a week. I like the idea that we're aiming specifically at people who have memory loss of some sort, and that they may get something out of it which they couldn't get from normal, in inverted commas, radio stations.
There's no other radio station where there's no adverts, there's no sonic clutter, there's not lots of things going on at once, there's no distressing content, and again, all of these things that are often triggering for people with dementia can easily be avoided, and that's why this radio station is so special.
My name's Glenys Hunt, and I'm a director of MDFR and have been for 2 years now. Merseyside Dementia-Friendly Radio was a radio station set up by my nephew, Nat Gavin, because in his experience, he had experience of looking after two family members with dementia. One was his grandma, my mum, and the other was his mum, my sister. And he noticed when he was looking after them that if he played the radio to them, they would sometimes get a bit distressed when the news items came on, or the advertisements, or by the jabbering of the DJs in between all the records. So he came up with this idea of developing a radio station that didn't have all these intrusive things that might upset people living with dementia. So he wanted to play music from 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s that would invoke a reminiscence in the people, because music, as we know, is very strong in eliciting memories.
My name is Nat Gavin. I am founder and station manager of Merseyside Dementia-Friendly Radio. So, yeah, I was looking for something, floated the idea around a bunch of people, various dementia groups. Nobody could believe that it didn't exist already. It's good to point out that there are dementia radio stations or dementia-related podcasts or shows, but none that are specifically dementia-friendly. So started putting it all together, speaking to different groups. Then in 2020, we incorporated as a community interest company, and in April of 2020, 1st of April 2020, we launched online. Yeah, it's been running 24 hours a day, with varying degrees of involvement from me. But we've got some new directors on board, a lot of new volunteers on board. We've got a new premises here in Speak, in the Speak Training and Education Centre. We got our DAB license, not last year, just over a year ago. We've got a community radio license from Ofcom now, so can broadcast locally, are broadcasting locally on DAB radio. This part is the recording side of things. This would be the control room. We're only in one room, as you can tell, but yeah, just the one room. Different parts of it function as what would be the different rooms of a recording studio. So this is where the computer used for recording, actually recording the audio onto and editing. Over there we have what would be the live room, which is where the microphones and the music playing computer and the mixing desk are.
The station at the moment just depends so much on volunteers, and it would just be so nice if other people could volunteer that have special skills. One of the things which is a personal one for me really is somebody that could do the accounts, like a retired accountant. Like I'm a retired solicitor, so I can do the legal bits. But it'd be nice to have somebody who was a retired accountant. We need sound engineers to help Nat out. The first thing that we've just been able to get a lottery grant for is to do podcasts. And the podcasts are going to be aimed at the carers and the professionals, and they're going to be sources of information for them, but also maybe some updates on treatments and any academic research that's being done.
As the directors, we meet regularly and we're always planning and we're seeing what we can do for public engagements, getting MDFR further afield, getting people aware of it. So yeah, it's been a sort of a labour of love from everyone really. I think everyone that's involved in MDFR has got their own story of why they've got on board and why they want to volunteer and why they want to be part of it. And I think it's that passion and that drive that is got it from that stage of it being an internet radio station to this DAB station, which we're hoping will get into the homes of many people living with dementia across the city region.
I do consciously think more perhaps than I did when I used the music at Radio Merseyside. I consciously am thinking of, will this person who maybe have little bits of memory of this, will they enjoy it? For me, that's what it's about.
The main rule of thumb with what dementia-friendly radio is if I imagine a person who's living with dementia on their own, listening to the station's broadcast, if that makes me sad, I don't think it's dementia-friendly. If it makes me happy, it is. But just listening to it on headphones and imagining that person sitting, listening to it, and how much comfort it will bring them has been my favourite thing so far.
Yeah. I think we kind of got everything. It's like 10 minutes of chat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Easy.